Yeah, what's going on? So today we got a video from Police Watch, and the title of the video is DCF steps in after children arrive at school visibly hurt. Wow, man, parents just be abusing their kids nowadays, man. So let's get into the video. Let's see what they actually talking about here.
You get hit. Wow.
They say it's not the first time that it's happened.
It's not the first time.
With the broom.
Watch how a simple report turns serious when a child's injury raises questions about the parents.
Hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? I'm Deputy Warren, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Do you mind if we go inside and talk to you guys real quick?
What happened?
Are you Mom?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
I have to talk to you guys separately if you don't mind. Okay.
I guess you'll go first.
Why would y'all talk to us?
Yeah, because that's how we operate. Just to make sure.
No, we got a family together, like, so we talk together.
Okay, that's not how the protocol is.
Well, it's gonna be like that today, or you just ain't gonna get to talk to nobody. Simple as that.
What's going on? There was a report that came in that I need to speak to you guys separately about it.
Well, you can't speak that separately. We are family.
I understand.
I'm father, that's mother.
What kind of report?
He got a ring.
Oh, what?
He got a ring. So they
We're
have
not trying to
family.
separate the family. It was just to get the
So it's not
information.
going to be separated. We're a family. You can talk to us together and nothing at all.
Just as an example, right? You're driving down the road, you get hit by a car and the car flees. You may see it as a silver car, she may see it as a white car. Everybody has their own perception of what occurs. So we need to talk to everybody separately, because when you start talking about it and she hears you, that's going to influence what she may remember. She may say something that influences what you may remember. Not saying that anybody's making something up or lying, but everybody has their own perception. So that's the reason why we want to talk to you separately. That's all it is.
You can talk with the officers here, and I can talk to her here. You don't have to campaign.
Why we need the officers though?
It's just by law. When DCF comes out, we bring the officers.
Why we wasn't notified?
You're being notified now. To notify you.
When the abuse started?
The report came in today.
About what?
That's what we want to talk to you about.
So we know it's abuse. So what kind of abuse? Go ahead and speak.
So that's what we
Sir,
want to talk to you about.
we're not doing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on, just let's
I
get
know
this
you
over
guys
with.
not doing it. She just said it's
Just that.
protocol that they come or whatever.
Okay.
That
Okay, let her talk. Let her talk to me.
All we have is a story right now, and
We
we're
have
trying to get your side.
6 kids, you got one in college, right?
Wow.
We have one going to the military. So obviously, they're the oldest. They would have been getting abused. Where's the abuse claims come from?
Nobody is here to accuse you of anything,
Right.
okay?
We
We have to do our
But
job.
you guys are doing a great job. Y'all sitting back and y'all letting her talk, and that's great. You had to accompany her. Okay, I'm telling y'all that we're not talking about our kids separately. It ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so
You gotta go to court. You gotta do something
No,
else.
wait,
You gotta do it
listen.
another kind of way.
Listen.
You don't
I
do
need to
that.
find
do
out
that.
what's going on.
Let her figure it out.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to educate the both of you. In this situation, she's actually here to support us. Okay, so we're here for the allegations. So that falls under Florida state statute.
What's the Florida state statute or Florida state rule?
Okay, when interviewing people in regards to a criminal case, we are to interview separately. If you do not let us do that, that falls under obstruction.
I'm sure.
No, not because my mother is not getting taken.
That can't be taken.
Okay.
My kid's not getting mother.
Would you like
It's
to?
allegation.
Can you speak to the deputy and this lady?
She said
By yourself?
The allegations are
Allegations of what?
allegations.
And we will explain that to you when you
Let
separate.
her explain it to me. Let her explain it to me.
I'll wait for that.
How does your husband discipline?
See, he's trying to control the situation. You know, somebody's abusing somebody. And, you know, depending on the type of discipline, you know, kids do need, you know, a factory reset every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you abuse a kid to the point where they're really hurting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between, you know, a little factory reset, a little, you know, versus you taking it overboard, just like we seen in another video a couple of videos ago where the lady was abusing her child, and she was whipping them with a computer cord, like leaving marks. Like that's abuse. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is not the 80s, okay? Where you go outside, get that switch or twitch or whatever they call that thing. This ain't that. You know, we are far removed from that. And you abuse them kids, man. Them kids gonna be calling the cops on you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But he wants to be in control of the situation. But I'm glad she finally, you know, had a brain of her own, because somebody gonna get locked up. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what she actually has to say about the type of abuse that has been going on.
How he talking to you now? He got it.
I know you're safe. I don't want to upset you any further.
I don't abuse my kids. My kids
How
is
does
the
your
only.
husband visit you?
He talked to me. He put me time out.
Okay, suppose I tell you all three kids said the same thing.
What they
Like,
said.
somebody hit him with a broom.
Oh wow.
Would your child have any reason to feel unsafe in your home?
Hell no.
Suppose I told you the child said those words.
What? And they love the out of me.
And they did say they love you. I'm just saying, we have three consistent stories that the kids didn't even wink an eye to say what they said. And we have a child that said you're unsafe in your house.
My kids. Oh, they
That
got hit
Tory, no, they said their brother got hooked by the broom. And they told us that that's the form of discipline. Nobody said any little travelers were taken. Nobody said they got grounded. Nobody said they didn't watch TV. They said they get hit.
Wow.
They say it's not the first time
And
that's
it's not
happened
the first time.
with the broom.
Sometimes mommy pick a switch from the branch.
Yeah, like I told you. I trained them. Yeah.
That's an old school method. I just said that. The switch off the branch. I just said that. That's an old school method. Or you would see it like with maybe island parents. You know what I'm saying? Like people from maybe from Haiti or Dominican Republic or the Caribbean, you know, stuff like that. You see it with the island parents. Yeah, or it's old school. It's an old school method. But I mean, to get hit with a broom ain't that bad though. I ain't gonna lie to you. A broom is kind of soft. Depends on what part you're getting hit on, but that ain't that bad. But it depends on how old the kid is, man. A little kid, man, you can't be smacking him up with no broom. I mean, you shouldn't smack him up with a broom anyways, and regardless. But, you know, but I said that. The little branch thing off the tree, I said that. Now that's punishment. The broom, but that branch, now that's some serious pain. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's serious.
But that don't mean I hit them.
Hi, Dad. I know this is uncomfortable, but I'm going to cut to the chase. So the abuse report came in where your children said they were hit by a broom. How is discipline? Yeah, how is discipline in the house?
Normal?
What's normal to you? Normal to me and normal to you could be two different things.
I mean, normal. I mean, it's, if, you know, normal. It's no
Remember when my partner said a minute ago about upbringing and differing, and one person's perception could be like, oh, that's time out, that's too much, or they're yelling at me, that's too much. Or, so, define your norm.
Normal is yelling, you know, I mean, sit down somewhere. Normal. There's no being with rooms, like.
Do you slap your kids?
No.
You never hit your kids?
No. Not slaps.
You spank them?
Spank them. Do you use a belt?
No.
Use anything to hit your kids if they do something wrong?
Slap on the wrist?
Nothing.
Is there any reason why any of your kids would say that you hit them?
I don't know. We have the twins there, obviously they were preemies, so they kind of, if you talk to them, you barely can understand. I don't know if you talk to them.
I spoke to both of them and I was able to understand. You have a very shy one and one that's very articulate. She's more open and able to...
But you can understand everything.
I was able to understand. Okay, so the allegations came in where your son reported that he was hit by a broom by you.
Right.
Okay. Are you aware of any marks and bruises that was left? It could have been by an accident.
Why would you say that? And who would you make that report to?
Okay. You made the report to somebody at school, and they're mandated reporters, so they have to let us know what's happening. So
When the bruise wraps around the back of his ankle, it's purple and all red.
So if it wraps around, that's a broom, or could have been a belt. I mean, and I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just telling you.
What we're saying is we're asking you how you discipline your kids.
I'm
If
telling
you spank them with the broom, tell us you spank them with the broom, and that dispels our fears of that.
it could have been an accident.
Could have been an accident.
You could be moving the broom or to get out of the way and it hit him an accident. We just want to know if it's intentional, if it's accidental. Is that your normal way of disciplining?
My kids, if you notice, they have scratches in the face.
They also they got the scratches in their face.
They got
That's little sister and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but all three kids witnessed this. All three kids said that you hit them with the broom.
So all my kids.
And I asked them anything, and that's for the one that had the mark, we asked, what happened to your leg? Simple as that. Does it happen often? What else is used?
And what was it?
Yes.
This happens often?
You said it was not the first time.
Not the first time. And your child used the words, I'm not safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's a lie.
How can we determine if it's a lie?
How can you not determine?
The actual bruise or injuries on the child.
But they have plenty of bruises all over.
No, did you see the bruise that he just showed? This is recent. This was
That was a recent
like a
bruise.
recent bruise.
We understand they have old scars from the little ones fighting and roughhousing and stuff. We understand that. That happens to a lot of kids.
Right.
Okay. But a bruise like that takes a lot of
We have in
force.
the house? Is there any other room in the house?
No. So, I mean, wherever the allegations come from, I know obviously he has bruises, but why he would say that is beyond me.
Mr. Torrey, at this time, I'm just going to have you stand up. Turn around for me, buddy. All right, you're going to be detained. Okay.
What's going on? Why he in handcuffs?
He's under arrest.
For what?
Unfortunately, he is.
Making stuff worse.
We're going to take a walk to my car. Okay, bud?
Oh, yeah.
I got you. All right.
Gonna take a minute for us to get done. No, I didn't want to be back here too long.
Oh, I got you, bud.
All right, good.
That's why I want to keep you back here too long. All right. Thank you, sir.
He was charged with child neglect.
Child neglect, man. They both were lying. You could tell on their face. When everybody has like that fake look of surprise, right? When they're both, and he was more stern with it, you know, when they're like, do you abuse your kid? He's like, no. Come on. The over exaggerations is really what gives it away, because excuse me, regular, normal, they would just answer no. But the over exaggerations and everything, that's what gives it away. I like how they said, what's your normal, right? Because everyone's discipline is different. You have some parents who will never lay a hand on their kid or an object and they'll take like away electronics, and that's their form of punishment, right? You got some parents who will spank but not, you know, use objects, you know, and you got some parents that go overboard, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, one person's normal may not be the next person's normal. I think the officers did a pretty good job. I give like a 3 out of give like a 3 out of 5, just because I feel like we stayed on the porch a long time, and I know they didn't want to necessarily like you know, really arrest them premature without doing the questions and everything, but there was a lot of BSing going on that porch. So I rate them 3 out of 5. How well do you think the officers did? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video.
Watch when I get in the mood. No time for the fakes. When you see me, I see you, no FaceTime. Shoot my shot, green beam, 2K shit that get a nigga lean.